Chapter 1: The Hunt for the Red Moon. Once upon a time, in a remote village surrounded by majestic mountains and dense pine forests, there was an ancient and mysterious legend. It was said that every 100 years, the moon would turn a fiery red and descend so close to the earth that it seemed almost touchable. The villagers called this phenomenon the Red Moon, and believed that whoever managed to capture a fragment of its light would be granted a wish, any wish. This story had been passed down from generation to generation, filling hearts with both hope and wonder. Now, after a century, the long-awaited moment was near. Excitement buzzed through the village, from the bustling market to the little houses with slanted roofs. Among the villagers was a young girl named Luna. Her name wasn't coincidental. She had been born on a night of a full moon, and her mother, young and full of life at the time, had always said the name would bring her luck. But now, years later, her mother lay bedridden, weakened by an illness that even the village's best healers couldn't cure. Luna, though only 16, had a heart full of determination. When she heard that the red moon would appear that very night, she made up her mind she would join the hunt. She didn't care about the other hunters, the challenges, or the dangers. She had to find that magical light and save her mother. Chapter 2: The Preparation. The day was a whirlwind of activity. Villagers hurried to prepare for the extraordinary event. Blacksmiths forged metal tools to catch the light, others wove strong nets, and scholars pored over ancient manuscripts for secrets about the red moon. But Luna's preparations were simpler. She packed a small oil lantern, an old book of fairy tales her mother used to read to her, and a wool blanket to keep warm on the mountain. She decided to face the hunt alone, knowing her pure intentions might make all the difference. Chapter 3: The Ascent. When the sun set, the sky turned a deep red. Villagers armed with tools and filled with hope scattered across the hills and forests. But Luna headed toward the tallest peak, the Silent Mountain, a place both sacred and dangerous. It was said that from its summit, one could almost touch the sky. As she walked, the forest grew darker and quieter. The only lights were the stars and the ever-growing glow of the moon. Occasionally, Luna stopped to catch her breath and gaze at the heavens, wondering if she could truly succeed. Suddenly, she heard rustling in the trees. It was Ethan, a boy from the village known for his boldness and courage. He carried a large net and a sturdy rope. "Luna, what are you doing here alone?" he asked, surprised. "I'm searching for the red moon's light," she replied. "I need to save my mother." Ethan paused, then nodded. "I'm here for the hunt too. But not for myself. I want to bring a light back to the village to help us through the harsh winters. Maybe we can help each other." Luna hesitated. She was determined to do this alone, but there was something about Ethan's honesty that convinced her. Together, they continued up the path. Chapter 4: The Bridge of Light. After hours of climbing, the two reached the mountain's peak. The view was breathtaking. The sky stretched endlessly, filled with stars, and the red moon shone like a burning sun. But what caught their attention most was a bridge of light, glowing red and pulsing like a living thing, stretching into the heavens. Luna and Ethan exchanged astonished glances. "Is this the way to the moon?" Ethan asked. "I don't know," Luna replied. "But it's our only chance." They stepped onto the bridge, each step an exhilarating mix of awe and fear. The light surrounded them, filling them with a sense of being watched and judged. At the bridge's center, a deep, melodic voice stopped them. It seemed to come from everywhere at once. "Who dares walk my bridge?" It was the moon itself, speaking. Chapter 5 The Moon's Challenge. I am Luna, said the girl, stepping forward. I wish to save my mother. And I am Ethan, the boy added. I want to bring light and hope to my village. The moon was silent for a long moment, its gaze ancient and powerful. Finally, it spoke. Many have sought to claim my light, but few understand its true value. My light is not given lightly, only those willing to sacrifice their own wish for the sake of another can take it. Are you prepared to do so? Luna and Ethan looked at each other. It was an enormous, almost impossible request. But the bond they had built during their journey gave them the strength to decide. Ethan was the first to speak. Luna, your wish is more important. Take the light. But Luna shook her head. No, Ethan. Your wish will help so many more people. You take it. The moon, moved by their sincerity and selflessness, glowed even brighter. You have proven your worth. I will not make you choose, both your wishes shall be granted. With a brilliant flash, a fragment of light descended from the moon and split in two, floating gently into Luna and Ethan's hands. A warm, indescribable energy filled them as hope and joy became part of their very beings. Chapter 6 The Return. When they returned to the village, the two were greeted as heroes. Luna's mother rose from her bed, completely healed, while Ethan's fragment of light was turned into a magical lamp that illuminated the village for years to come. The legend of the Red Moon continued to live on, now with a new chapter, the story of two young souls who showed that true power lies not in taking but in giving.